Hello, welcome. This is Dr. Divi from the podcast Ease to Clarity, and you're currently listening to a video series called Women Healing Women. In this Women Healing Women program, you're accessing some phenomenal videos, some phenomenal information. And in the live classes, the interactive classes, I teach, I demonstrate, we do energy work, we do intuitive readings, we partner up with other women to heal our stories. I believe that the more and more of us that hop into the Women Healing Women program, the less issues we'll have with other women, the less competition we'll experience, the less backstabbing, the more our income will go up, the less we'll fight with our partners, the more we'll feel equal on the planet, and we can start to truly heal the patriarchal culture that we're brought into. So if you're listening to this woman, my request to you, please share this with all the women in your life. Let us create a domino, a trickle effect to heal and up-level the entire female consciousness. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hello, and welcome back to today's podcast, Women Healing Women on Forgiveness. So this is our fifth podcast in this series, and it may or may not be our last one. If you haven't looked at my website yet and are really interested in this type of work, go to my website. I've got a program called Women's Healing Women Program starting very soon. And it's all about us healing the feminine stories and the wounds we've got. So we've done a few to date. I won't summarize them and tell you which ones were which, but as you may have heard, we did one on being the doormat, what our fears were, our anger, a bit about the Divine Mother, and today's is forgiveness. And forgiveness is a word from A Course in Miracles that is defined as we're returning to our truth. So forgiveness is not, it's okay that you did this to me, dad or mom. Forgiveness is, yeah, I was hurt from XYZ, but I'm going to forgive it with the Divine Mother and return to all of who I am. I'll give you a few examples in a minute. But forgiveness is probably the most important process in spiritual development, but often the most overlooked and forgotten. So in spiritual development, you might spend weeks or months figuring out your emotions, years figuring out your shadows and your stories. But the one thing that a lot of spiritual students forget about is if you don't do this step, you're only half or three-quarters of the way there, is truly forgiveness. Because you, my friend, are a child of God, as am I, as are our kids, as is our partners. We have learned things that are not in keeping with the divinity in us. And that's what we're going to forgive. So in today's episode, I'm going to actually give you some common examples that women and men suffer with and to teach you how to forgive it. And we met the Divine Mother last week on purpose so you can work a little bit deeper into this forgiveness. Like I said, I may or may not be posting more Women Healing Women podcasts, but I will definitely be putting them on what's called my Bronze program. So if you go to my website, drdivi.com, and you look at my Women's Healing Women classes, you will see that there is something called the Bronze program, which is completely free. And I've got a paid version, which is silver and bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, depending on the level of which you want interaction with me. The Bronze program is completely free. So I'll be throwing more videos on there and stuff like that, and returning to videos on Ease into Clarity on and off. So just if you really want more of this juicy stuff on Women Healing Women, feel free to join us there. Of course, men can listen to this too. You're not opposed, because this affects you just as much. So let's dive into forgiveness. Again, forgiveness is not defined as what you did to me was okay. The forgiveness is defined as a return to your truth, a return to your true nature, a return to your true essence, a return to your true soul. So if you can, gently close your eyes. I'm going to take you into mini meditation as you breathe. Just breathe. With your eyes closed and you're breathing normal, just start to imagine, sense, see, or feel one of the things that you want to forgive. I'll use the one today that we've talked about in previous episodes about not feeling enough. It's a very common human characteristic, very common in women. We feel like we're the lesser species. It's deep in our unconscious. We have to prove our worth. So in the one I'm going to give you as an example right now, we're going to use the I'm not enough. So your eyes closed, just take yourself into meditation focus and breathe. Taking yourself into a beautiful place in nature. This may be a place you visit often, or a place from fairy tales, a place you've never been to before. The most important thing about this place is that you feel safe and comfortable. Comfortable and safe as you breathe. Begin to notice everything about this place. It makes it feel comfortable and safe. Look at the colors. Smell the aromas of nature, the sweetness in the air. Taste the fresh air in your tongue. Feel how beautiful the temperature feels on your skin, in your safe and comfortable place as you breathe. Now, out of the corner of your eyes, you see someone or something coming closer. Call this your guides, your divine support team, your angels, the Divine Mother. Invite her in. This is the energy of unconditional love, who knows you, the feminine, who knows the mother in you, who knows the woman in you, who knows the power in you as the feminine. Just see her there as you breathe. Remember, forgiveness is simply a returning to your truth. And forgiveness is not something you have to do. All you have to do is be willing to bring in the Divine Mother and say, forgiveness set me free. Forgiveness set me free. Forgiveness set me free. And breathe. What are you actually doing here? You're asking her to return the idea of who you are in your head and in your heart and in your body. The truth of who you are is divine perfection, an infinite consciousness of love, a divine spirit who has never wronged anything, who has always been enough. So invite the Divine Mother in, really be present to her energy, looking at her saying, forgiveness set me free. And the more you do that, you may begin to feel a subtle shift in your body, a release in your neck or your mind, and a deeper breathing. Remember, you don't have to do anything. The Divine Mother, the Holy Spirit, whatever energy you call it, these energies that are not physical, they do the forgiveness for you. All you have to do is ask, I'm willing to give up this thought. So just keep doing that as you breathe. Forgiveness is the magic bullet that the more you do it, the more you release the thought that you were less than or not enough. Now, you may want to stay here and pause the video and do this longer. Because as you release the thought of who you thought you were, that, you're not enough, as you give that to Holy Spirit, she can enter your body with the truth of who you are as a magnificent, gorgeous, incredible being. But it's our willingness to give that up, to allow in the magnificence of who we are, to enter. And just breathe. Really good work. Because the truth of who you are is infinite love, infinite light, infinite power, infinite wisdom. All of it. Just breathe. And again, you may want to pause this and stay here longer. And when you are ready to come out, you take a moment to thank the Divine Mother and thank yourself, and gently returning to the bright room. So forgiveness is something that we do all day, every day. And it's not, again, with us and our Father, us and our partner, but us and our spirit, our divine mother. And asking for forgiveness for thoughts that say we don't matter, we don't count, or whatever. Let's use guilt as an example. And I won't go into the meditation because now you know how to do it. You can do it on your own. Guilt is a common one that women and men have. I did it wrong. I'm bad. Do it exactly the same way. As a child of God, that's impossible. Take it to the Divine Mother and ask forgiveness to set you free. And the more you repeat it over and over and over again, you'll actually start to feel a lightness in your body because you know it's a falsity that you're holding on to. So forgiveness is about analyzing the thoughts and the beliefs that you've taken on that aren't true. As women and men, we have a whole bunch of them. We're not safe. We're not important. I can't hold my worth. And the more we forgive and release, the more we heal. So have fun with this one. And like I said, I might drop a few more into the East to Clarity podcast, but I'll definitely be dropping a lot more into the Women Healing Women Bronze program. So if you haven't gone over there, head over there, join us. And then if you're really inspired, join us for the Silver or Gold program or the Platinum, where we're going to do lots of fun stuff. So I'm sending you guys so much love, and thank you so much for sharing this with your friends and your lovers and your girlfriends that you don't like. Send it to all of them. Have the best day. Namaste.